didn't get my flowers. No way to say it better, but the killer was a coward. Face just shower, a minute in the hour. Heard about the news, whole day went sour. Feel the moments got me feeling like a lemon head. Put you in the box just as poisonous as cigarettes. Take on my regards, but regardless, I get arrested. Ain't worried about the killers, just a young and restless. Get mad cause $250,000 on my necklace. Do you I never said I was driving reckless. You and I know the jealousy is not impressive. Oh no, I can't stop, I was destined. Champagne bucket still got 2 tears in it. And I put that on my tattoo of Jimi Hendrix. Get the press like the outfit all in it. Cause the press tell it all. Get a meal ticket. Clean necks, get the call, just a little visit. Sacrifice just to make it here still vivid. Reality see when you're blessed, just kill critics. Who got 11 in them rich, just stop fearing. Look at me staring, got the blood staring. Got a good feeling, that's about caring. Tell us Billie Jean, I'm on another planet. Thank class, big Chuck and Lee, Prince parents. By my mama chandeliers, I'm in 10 to 30 years. You'd have thought these emotions vanish. Try to live, trying to figure how your sister vanished. No cheers, I know you would have panicked.
For after all the game I gave away, safe to say I paved the way for you cats to get paid today. Still be wasting days away now had I never saved the day. Consider them my protege. How much I think they should...
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we ask you to...
At Lawrence and Vanderswart, we are interested in the history of our community.
Ladies and gentlemen, to honor America with the singing of our national anthem, please welcome Hope College sophomore, Miss Emily Martin.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets regular, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Emily Martin. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the DeVos Fieldhouse here in the campus of Hope College for today's championship contest of the Hope College Tip-Off Tournament. This afternoon's featured teams are the Purple Raiders of the University of Mount Union and your Hope College Flying Dutch. Here are this afternoon's starting lineups. First from Mount Union, at 4, the 5'10" senior from Murraysville, Pennsylvania, number 21, Izzy Palamone. And at 1 forward for the Flying Dutch, a 5'11" senior from Sycamore, Illinois, number 14, Kate Majerus. At 1 forward from Mount Union, a 5'8" junior from Greene, Ohio, number 24, Kelsey Glass. And at 1 forward for the Flying Dutch, a 5'9" senior from Grand Rapids, number 22, Sydney Muller. Starting at center for Mount Union, a 5'10" sophomore from Smithville, Ohio, number 34, Sarah Meach. And at center for the Flying Dutch, a 6'3" senior from Holland, number 5, Olivia Voskuhl. At 1 guard for Mount Union, a 5'7" junior from Dalton, Ohio, number 5, Emma Cannon. And at 1 guard for the Flying Dutch, a 5'6" senior from Hudsonville, number 12, Casey DeSmit. And at the final guard spot for Mount Union, a 5'5" senior from Chagrin Falls, Ohio, number 10, Corinna Maynard. And at the final guard spot for the Flying Dutch, a 5'10" senior from Zeeland, number 20, Kennedy Schoonveld. The University of Mount Union is coached by Susie Vanette. Hope College is coached by Brian Morehouse. Your officials this afternoon, Kyle Stackhouse, Pierre Tyson, and Amanda Chapman.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the campus of Hope College here at DeVos Fieldhouse for the Hope season opening tip-off tournament. The Hope College Flying Dutch are taking on the Mount Union Purple Raiders in the championship of this game. Both teams 1-0 early here in the season. Only the second game of the season. Hope hung a Benjamin and some pennies last night on Edgewood. And Mount Union picked up a W over North Central. I'm Eric Van Swal alongside my main man, Matt, here. How you doing today, Matt?
Hey, I'm doing great. I'm really looking forward to this game today. Obviously, it's the championship here at the tip-off tournament. Hope's coming off of one heck of a season opener. They won 104-59 against Edgewood. They had a team record, I believe, 22 steals.
Incredible.
6 from Voskuhl, 5 from Hannah Smith. This team's coming in really hot. They're ranked #1 in the D3 Hoops preseason poll. And excited as well to see what Mount Union can do tonight.
Yeah, Hope is riding a 46-game win streak, winning the tip there as well. I'm told it's the longest streak in any level of collegiate basketball for women's, as Voskuhl gets it in the post and throws it a little far over the top with the left hand, and it's going to be Purple Raider ball.
And I got to say, Eric, I love the Chicago Bulls warm-up music to get us started today.
Oh, it is
fantastic.
Hyped up, and everybody is here ready to go, as Corinna Maynard was going to be running point for the Purple Raiders, but Kate Majerus gets the score after DeSmits with the steal for the Dutch.
Nice pass there.
First blood for them, 2-0. 98 more to go to get to that century mark once again. Good defense from Majerus there, knocking the ball out of bounds. It's going to stay for the Purple Raiders. It's going to be triggered in underneath the basket. 20 on the shot clock early here in the first quarter. Hard drive with the right hand from Mead. She dishes it off. Too strong. Back iron for Cannon. Offensive rebound. Cannon gets it back, puts it up and in with the left hand.
Nice play there by Palamone to get the rebound and then make a nice pass inside.
The Purple Raiders bringing a little bit of pressure full court here against the Dutch. They're usually the team to bring out the full court pressure, so trying to give them a taste of their own medicine. The ball was knocked out of bounds off the Purple Raiders, so Hope going to get to reset here. And Muller's going to bring it across the timeline. 2-2 in the early going. Muller driving in hard with the left hand. She's going to get caught. Thought it might be a jump ball, but the official said that there was an arm bar on the way into the lane. That's going to be a first foul of the game. That is on 24, Kelsey Glass.
Yeah, and Glass did not agree with that call, but good to see them playing aggressive early. It looks like that's going to be part of their strategy today.
That is a mindset team's got to have to come in on the road against the #1 team in Division III. As Kate Majerus pump fakes, drives, looks inside, was looking for Voskuhl. Too high for her somehow, and it's going to get stolen away. Palamone back the other way. And it's tossed up in the middle, thrown away, back the other way. Kennedy Schoonveld up and down action. Voskuhl wide open at the top of the key, drains it.
Great composure there from Voskuhl. One dribble, shoots the ball, nothing but net.
It's really tough for an opposing defense when the 6'3" girl down on the block comes out and knocks down the triple try, just like she did right there. Get Glass looking for somewhere to go, swung all the way around now to Maynard. Back out top, answer from Kelsey Glass, rims out. There's going to be a foul on the floor. Official's going to say it's Emma Cannon with the loose ball foul against the Purple Raiders. That's 2 on them. Check that, they're saying it's the team's first, as that one falls for Glass.
Nicely designed inbound play.
And Muller was falling out of bounds, threw it across the floor. The official called the blocking foul. And that's going to be on Meach. I should say Cannon gets the foul. Meach is subbed out as Maddie Miles comes in to replace her for the Purple Raiders. DeSmith's going to take control of the offense here. Hope with a 1-point lead. 7:40 to go. First quarter action. Schoonveld out top, swung across to Majerus. 2 dribbles, picks it up, skip pass. Muller for 3, far corner. Karams off the rim, and it's going to be boarded right there by Cannon, who's going to take it herself. Now gives it up to Miles. Was looking inside, but couldn't find a way to get it over Voskuhl. Now on top, Glass is looking inside, gets it there. Nice bounce pass right there, and too strong on the layup from Palamone.
This is a good start for Mount Union. They're playing out with a lot of aggression. They don't seem to be afraid at all of this challenge against this Hope College team. good-looking start for them.
No, they do not. A Hope College team that averaged 86.7 points per game last season and had 39 in the first quarter yesterday, the most in a quarter in program history. As Schoonveld thought about a deep three, now puts it on the deck, goes into a triple team, kicks it out to DeSmit. She's short. And Miles gets the board, almost threw it away. Muller tried to take it away. Palamone skip past to the far side in the corner. Nice ball movement. It's up and off the back iron. And Majerus comes down with it. Hope running it back the other way. It's DeSmit. She's got a lane. Left hand. It's up and in for two.
Got to capitalize on those opportunities if you're Mount Union. That's nice ball movement. They'll be looking to make more shots like that throughout this game.
The pace has been frenetic so far here in the first quarter. Three's on the way. It's up and good.
And just like that, Eric, there you go. That's the sort of stuff Mount Union's going to need right there. Contested three. Looks great.
Yeah, you got to get shots like that to go against the Flying Dutch. It's been back and forth early first quarter. Bosco's got it on the block. Strong move. And gets it to go.
Yeah, it's just a veteran player, a lot of size, doing what she does best down there, down low.
One of the three super seniors on this Dutch roster. As the Purple Raiders looking for some sort of offense. Not a whole lot of movement. That one's tipped away and going to get stolen. DeSmit, the beneficiary of that, is we're going to have a wholesale line change for both teams coming in. Sweet shooting. Kate Majerus takes her first shot of the game. Off the mark. Emma Cannon back the other way. Deep three off the first pass from Palamone. And we're back in the track meet. It's Muller this time, going all the way to the rack. Gets it for two more.
Yeah, frenetic, a great word, Eric. We're just going back and forth, really, really quick pace.
Yeah, a couple early whistles, and since then, there has not been many. And not with that, I'm sure there will be. But Corinna Maynard now, left hand, guarded by DeSmit, hits the deck. Jumper falls off the rim. Maddie Miles, the sophomore, trying to get back on defense now. Schoonveld didn't know the pass was coming her way. Able to recover. Sydney Muller wide open. Had all day and next week to think about that shot and kicked it off the back iron. Cannon again with her third rebound now. Looking inside. Voskuhl knocks it away. And now we get a break for a second. Woo.
Yeah. Eric Van Swol getting a lot of talking in so far in this game. My man might need some water.
I might. I should have brought more than I did. I said we'll take a break for a second. I figured you could say a few things. I feel bad for the scoreboard operator here. He's got to change 9 numbers on the screen. I apologize in advance if I mix up who's got the rock. It was Koken there for the Purple Raiders. Sarah Meach back in the game, the only starter, I believe, in the game for the Purple Raiders. Yep. Beautiful bounce pass for two. Katie Clark with the finish. Mount Union looking good on the offensive side of the ball. 11-9 now. Hope with their secondary unit in, which is just as good as any main unit we've seen. That's a stop, looking for help in the middle of the lane from Meg Morehouse. She gets it off to McKinney, who lays it in for her first points of the game.
Yeah, so many talented guards. I mean, talented at all positions, but there's a lot of very talented players on this Dutch team, to say the least.
It's a wave that is never ending. Gretchen Koken now being hounded in the corner by Bagley, and she ends up with it now on the other end. High off the glass and gets it to go.
Nicely done by Bagley there. Floated it up on the backboard, contested. That's a great look there.
Gets the steal and the swoop, scoop, and score on the other end. Lainey Ziegler now, guarded by Morehouse. She gets it off to Meach, who might get a 5-second count here. Gets it off just in time. Jumper from the middle of the field. Oh, check that. It was a pump fake. Faked me out was Koken. And she got it over to Katie Clark, who lost it out of bounds.
Yeah, just one too many passes there, it looked like to me. Koken had a decent look there from the mid-range. One more pass. Didn't work out. They'll look to regroup next possession.
Yeah, it was such a good pump fake that I thought that she was actually going to take the shot. And now it's Bagley again, who scored on the last possession to McKinney. They've had a great relationship their entire career, back and forth playing the two-woman game. And a strong rebound right there from Meach. Is it too off color to say that was a Big Meats board right there?
Eric Van Sol, everybody.
In the corner now, Lainey Ziegler gets a foul. Meg Morehouse picking up the harm there. First one on her, second one for the Dutch.
So I said earlier that Hannah Smith, don't forget about her. She had 5 steals in that game against Edgewood. Almost got one right there. And speaking of steals,
that is Morehouse, just called for the foul. Almost made up for it with a coast-to-coast layup. Good thing Smith came in for the rebound to clean it up. Good hustle from her. She might get rewarded with the 3-ball. Left it a little bit short. Tried to hustle for the offensive board. Knocks it out of bounds.
Yeah, this Hope team playing so aggressive defensively. They're going to keep generating great looks as long as they do that.
And they're going to bring a little bit of pressure now. Yeah. Ziegler trying to find her way around Morehouse. Gets across the half court in time. 2:20 to go first quarter. That's going to be short right there from Clark. Picked up by McKinney. Throws it ahead to Morehouse. Thought about it, trying to take a charge was Ziegler. Now the left-hand drive and a foul right there as Savannah Feenstra tried to get it in, but she's going to go to the stripe for 2. As Palamone is going to come back in along with Maddie Miles.
Number 3, Maddie Miles.
Jenna Rapart is going to take a seat, and now Mount Union's going to bring in a few more subs. Both teams testing us as much as they possibly can in the name calling game. I'd say we're at like a B- so far. What do you think? Feenstra knocks down the first one right there.
I like that. Give yourself some room to improve, but, you know, not too hard on yourself either.
Yeah, exactly. I think both coaches would probably give their teams B- so far in this first quarter as well. So room for improvement if Feenstra gets both of them.
17-9, Hope fight.
What do you think about both teams here applying the full court pressure?
I like it. You know, tournament game. And you see the Smith here.
As there's a steal from Bagley. Again, you mentioned the 22 steals last night, and they've already got, I'm not keeping track, I'll be honest. Our stats team will let us know, but they got at least 4.
No, I like the full court press. I think for Mount Union, it's a great way to try to disrupt a successful Hope offense that, as you said, just put up a Benjamin and some pennies, right? And for Hope, you know, they're coming off a game with 22 steals. Why not play aggressive?
And you mentioned earlier on as well how the second unit is just as solid as the first unit. As you get an example of it right there by Bagley going in. Great effort from Smith to try to get the rebound, but Mount Union's going to come away with it.
Oh, nice.
And the triple try off the pump fake for Glass. Back iron again. And there's too much pace in this game for me to even get my thoughts out anymore.
Yeah.
As Feenstra almost with the spin move, kicked it back out. Bagley,
nice pass.
Swinging all the way around Morehouse. And check that, McKinney had it. Now it's Feenstra going to pull it and tickles the twine.
How about the ball movement?
I can barely even get the players' names out who touched the ball. They're moving it so fast.
The ball was flying around the perimeter there.
Second game of the season, and they are putting the broadcast team to the test. 20-9 here, first quarter, trying to get it into the post. Lost it. Another steal, McKinney that time. Morehouse over to Feenstra. 3 dribbles, kicks it away, but it's knocked away. Good D from Cannon right there. But I think what I was originally trying to say is that the Hope second unit is so good. Mount Union's got to try something to keep coming after them. So the full court pressure might be something that throws them off just a little bit. But, I mean, first quarter's almost over, and they already got 20 points already.
You know, I was going to say, there's been a little bit of sloppy play from the Dutch, right? But they put up 20 points already, so yeah.
Almost 23 as McKinney rims out. Smith, an animal on the offensive glass so far, knocks that one out. At least the defense gets to reset. The other thing I was going to say is that all 3 units for the Dutch are so difficult to play in the half court. If you just let them come down, set up, and figure it out. I mentioned 3 super seniors. They got 2 standard seniors, for lack of a better term, in addition to those 3. So a lot of experience in the starting 5 that it's just, you don't want to let them set up and run their offense.
Putting the super in super senior. Absolutely.
Absolutely.
As a super senior myself, I can say that.
Yeah, for sure. Almost an over and back there from DeSmith, but able to stay in the front court. Gets it to Muller, and she lays it in.
Sydney Muller, so smooth with the ball. Nice bucket.
And there's going to be a travel against the Raiders. Maynard on that one. And this game was 11-9 at one point. Now it's 22-9. Hope going on a pretty big run here. They got the last shot, most likely, of the first quarter. DeSmit in the corner for Majerus, swings it over. Schoonveld thought about passing, realized no one was within the same zip code as her, and Mount Union, 2 players kick it off each other out of bounds.
It's a bummer there. Yeah, little things like that can be demoralizing for a team.
Yeah, you can't be doing that against this squad, and giving them a second chance with 2.5 seconds and a beautiful inbounds play for Schoonveld, but she blows the layup. Had a little bit of contact, but I don't think there was enough to warrant a foul there. And Mount Union escapes after that error of kicking the ball out of bounds. But anyways, first quarter over, 22-9. We're going to take a break and bring you back second quarter action here in a second.
Than a manager, you're not just saying, wow, you came in, thanks for coming in, and this is what your investment did. It's so much more than that. There's so much more going on in their lives than just these investments, and it's good to understand that totality so that you can say, well, I know there's a better way of doing this, or I have a resource. I know, there's some other resources that we can help you with here. So it's not just financial plan. It's serving people. It's serving people and loving on people, and that's very joyful.
And we're back. Second quarter about to start here in the Hope College Tip-Off Tournament. Eric and Matt along for the ride with you guys. Hope is up 22-9. What stats do you see in the first half jumping out to you?
Yeah, so Maddie Miles, number 3, started checking earlier in the game. She led Mount Union last game with 16 points. In that first quarter, Hope College held her to 0. She's proven to be one of the most dynamic scorers on this team. And if the defense can keep holding scores from her, like her, from getting buckets, this Hope team is going to be in great position.
Yeah, the 5'8" sophomore forward out of Pata Franciscan came off the bench today, but has seen a lot of playing time, more so than a decent amount of the starters, as Mount Union kicked off second quarter, but another steal for the Dutch. Majerus on the wing as Hope looks to set their half-court offense. It's Hot Potato with the ball. Majerus knocks down the 3.
They're taking a lot of 3s so far today, a lot of quick offensive sets, looking like Steve Nash-led NBA team here with all these 7 seconds or less looking like possessions.
As there's a block from Hope, and Sydney Muller in a blur is under the basket trying for a layup on the other end. Gets fouled going to the stripe. Yeah, you mentioned how many 3s they've already taken. They took 10 in the first quarter. Only 2 of them dropped, but 1 for 1 here in the second quarter.
And I mean, Hope was only, they only shot 20% on those 10 3-pointers in the first quarter. But, they just made one, and those accumulate, especially when they're getting so many nice defensive plays, steals, causing turnovers. Even without a great shooting percentage, they'll put up points quick.
Hey, shooters keep shooting, am I right?
Yeah.
As that foul was on Kelsey Glass. That was her first. She got subbed out. And first on the team for the second quarter, as Sarah Meach going to come in for Maddie Miles. Meach with the inbound. Corinna Maynard running points, down 18. They have gone cold on the offensive end. Let's see if Meach can change that.
Oh.
Double bouncer off the rim. Bosco rips it away for the board. Muller hustling it up. Now Schoonveld with the crossover. Ooh. Jump stop and finish.
Oh, look at that. Powerful take right there. Another one of those veteran players that you just feel so confident.
Absolutely.
With on the floor.
anybody on the floor really can handle the ball and do what it takes. And Schoonveld right there gets it, and there's going to be a 30-second timeout from Mount Union, not liking what they're seeing. They've been stuck on 9 for a hot minute. Emma Cannon's got 5, but only 2 other players have scored outside of her.
Yeah, and this game, started off a lot more even than it is now. I mean, that's obvious, right? You're watching this broadcast, you know that. But Hope, one of those teams that'll just eat away at you over time, right? And as this game continues, if you don't get some shots made, you don't get some nice defensive plays, if you're Mount Union, it can be really demoralizing to play against Hope, especially when you know this team has won how many games in a row? They've had how many steals last game, right? Like, you don't want to feel like you're running uphill for 4 quarters. It's a hard place to play.
That's exactly how you feel, even in a championship game. And Hope, unfortunately, it's been well documented, so we won't belabor the point that they've been denied the opportunity to play for a couple important championships. So they'll take any championship game that comes along their way.
Well said.
As the shot clock's winding down, Hoken was looking for something. A couple offensive boards inside. Meach is going to get it to go. It was 11-9 in favor of Hope, and now it's 29-11.
Wow.
After that basket. Mount Union stops an 18-0 run for
Good math.
the Dutch. Hey,
Hope College education.
That's right. That's right.
Eric, just for you all at home to know, is a Michigan fan, so I'd just like to congratulate him for how focused he's been on this broadcast with a close game against Penn State going on at the same time.
They're up 4 with 2 minutes to go, and it has been less than easy.
That looked easy, though.
That was an easy free throw from Muller. And they got the 30 mark with 8 minutes to go in the second quarter.
At Mount Union a couple of years ago.
Muller gets that one too. She's up to 8 points pretty quickly. She is in the zone of possibly passing Mount Union by herself. As that one's knocked away. Hounding defense from DeSmit against Ziegler. Ziegler trying to do anything she can, looking for a back cut, gives up the rock to Glass.
Oh.
And now it's stolen away by DeSmit. Check that was Katie Clark who had it and gave it away. DeSmit tried to run a secondary break there, nothing to do. Schoonveld thought about it from the anchor. Now drives it all the way in, a little bit closer than the anchor. Gets the foul, no basket. Hope has not had a shot go in. They have not had an opportunity for a 3-point play yet.
Eric, Casey DeSmit put the clamps on Ziegler on that play. That was, even before the steal, the defense was spectacular.
I think that was an understatement, actually. Putting the clamps on, she was up in her grill and then some right there.
Yeah.
I don't know for sure, but that might be the first missed free throw from the Dutch today.
I think that's correct.
Schoonveld does make that one, though. And a nice backdoor cut for Clark, and she loses the handle on it. DeSmit diving on the floor.
Wow.
Showing the effort. And a jump ball right there between her and Ziegler, getting after it.
So if there's anything you needed to know about this Morehouse-led Hope College women's basketball team, they're up 32-11, and you have players diving on the floor for loose balls. You love to see that.
I think they have any idea what the score actually is.
Yeah.
Or at the very least, they don't play like they do.
Yeah.
Which is exactly what a coach wants from a team. There's a level of respect, but the hustle, especially in the second quarter, looking inside for Voskuhl, is much appreciated. Pump fake from Majerus, left hand. Looked like she was going for an alley-oop for Voskuhl on that one. A little bit of a miscommunication.
Yep. Turnover there, still getting the Kings figured out early in the season, but they'll look to regroup.
That'll happen in the second game of the year. Good to get it out now while you can. As Palamone is looking for somebody. She's guarded by Voskuhl. Tries to cross her up, go inside, gets a kick out to Ziegler. Double bounce off the rim, and we're going to get a foul on the floor on the miss. Going to be Majerus with a hold for the Dutch.
Yeah, a lot of trips to the line in this second quarter already. The team's continuing to play physical. And for Mount Union, you know, you don't want to give up any easy buckets in this game. But Hope, just such a hard offense to stop.
Absolutely. As
so we'll see how this goes.
Second unit comes in for the Dutch. Ziegler to trigger it in under the basket. Throws it up high for Clark. Gets it back to Ziegler in the corner. Nice spin move right there. Left hand up and in for Sarah Meach.
Sarah Meach, the sophomore from Smithville, with a nice play there.
She's up to 4 points now. Looking at possibly being team lead with her next bucket. That's more good ball movement from the Dutch. It ends up in the far corner from Feenstra. No good there. Tipped around, and Izzy Palamone comes away with it up to Clark. She picked up her dribble. Palamone was going to come set a pick for her. Couldn't do it. And a block on Smith underneath. So the officials are having a conference.
The court here, Tyson Cow Stackhouse. Two of the three officials. Amanda Chapman is the other.
We're going to wait and see what the call is.
Offensive or a block?
As
It will be a block.
block foul on Savannah Feenstra for being in the circle, I believe is the official call.
Great time to shout out our referees. Thank you for all that they do, and everybody else involved in making this great game happen here at the tip-off tournament.
Amen to that. It's good to be back in basketball season.
Yes, it is.
Although football's still rolling. It's that perfect time of year where football and basketball are going. Left hand, stops, pops, and hits Katie Clark. Morehouse going to run the show. Twirls the finger. Now switches it up to hang loose. And Mount Union has switched to a zone.
Hope needs to adjust here.
Got the 2-3. Smith smartly comes to the free throw line. But Mount Union is flowing well to the ball. Gets a strip right there.
Nice defensive set there for Mount Union.
Off McKinney, and the zone threw him off just enough to get the steal. Not enough to get an easy bucket on the other end. Lob pass inside. Wow. Somehow coming away with it. Kicked out to Clark. Nice rebound. Corinna Maynard trying to go back inside for Meach, and Smith gets called for the foul, reaching just a little too hard on the hedge there.
Yeah, that's a good set there for Mount Union. You know, they're going to need to get some points on this drive, though. They can't afford to have nice defensive plays and not score points. That's just going to be the nature of this game, being down 17 against the Dutch.
Yeah, you can't be trading buckets either. I know it's early. We're only midway through the second quarter, but you can't be trading buckets as somehow that one goes out of bounds off of Clark. The official had a much better vantage point than I did, so I will defer to him. McKinney got in the passing lane there.
We'll see if they stay in the zone defense. I assume they will. See how Hope responds.
Looks like they've dropped back to a man-to-man here as Morehouse was guarded the entire way up the floor. Feenstra, another triple try. Nice. Gets that one to go.
Feenstra, nice shooting today. She's got 8 points.
Tied for the team lead with Muller. Backdoor pass, good ball movement, kick out. Clark, back iron. We praise Feenstra for the offensive end. How about that rebound right there?
6'1" junior from Indiana.
Taking advantage of the action that she has had as she almost turns it over right there, but Morehouse able to corral it. 10 on the shot clock. Kicking all the way over to McKinney. Pump and go. Now puts it up. Short rebound. Smith. And she's going to the charity stripe for 2 more.
Yep, right spot, the right time. Hope will take 2 more of the charity stripe, as you said.
Team's
fourth team foul. this quarter for the Purple Raiders, and all 4 have resulted in 2 free throws
She had 4 points last night.
for the Dutch.
Senior from Midland.
Smith, nothing but net on the first one. The 5'10" senior forward.
They still uncalled. Politically incorrect call with Keith Kemick still. 36-15, 1 more coming for Hannah.
And she's short on that one. Rebound by Palamone. She's going to take it herself. Go coast to coast. She's 1 on 4 against the Dutch.
Look at that.
Can she do it? She does it.
All right. Palamone says, I need the job done. I'll go do it myself.
Absolutely. One way to do it right there. We're back to running the ball movement weave here from the Dutch, circling all the way around the top. McKinney to Bagley, back to McKinney with the underhand flip.
Ella McKinney.
She's got 4 points on the day. Almost gets a steal right there. Takes one off the jaw or the nose, I think. I think a shoulder got in on her. Looks to be relatively okay. Got the ball right here, still blinking it out. Gonna slow down the offense a little bit. I think that's partially to slow down the energy of the game and for herself. Flipped inside to Smith. She's going back to the line. Sarah Meach.
How many times have we seen Hannah Smith in this second quarter get right in that spot and get to the line?
Check that. Kelsey Glass, I saw 34 and it was 24. Glass getting her second foul.
Shots for Hannah. She split
Smith has been working hard
earlier too.
on the glass today. And gets her second point now.
One more coming.
2:55 to go, second quarter. And Hope hits the 40-point mark. 10 more and they'll be back on pace for a Hundy.
Is it too early to predict that, Eric? I don't know.
I didn't say it was going to happen. I just said that as Smith with another steal, 5 yesterday.
Wow.
Couple more today. McKinney lines up a 3, and that was right in front of me. I could tell from the moment she let it go, it's going to be off. Board by Feenstra into the triple team.
Wow.
For Smith, and they're going to say it's out of bounds off her leg. Not the most advised pass there from Bagley.
Coach Morehouse letting his girls know that's not the right play to make.
Yeah, he also mentioned kindly that it was not the most advised pass. And now the starters are going to come back in by way of that, as well as with a beautiful back door. No one left at home for Emma Cannon to walk in.
Yeah, a lot of press here right now for the Purple Raiders.
Offense has picked it up for them after a drought. Feenstra launching. I think that might have been a little bit of a run and gun there.
Yep.
And there's the foul that's going to bring the starters back in. Palamone was fouled by McKinney. And here come the starters.
Yeah, and some good showings there from Hope's bench. Hannah Smith playing really aggressively, getting in action.
I think we can
Savannah
say
Feenstra with some great shooting,
I think we can say all 10 players out there for Hope has been playing aggressively. As that one rims out for Maynard. Thought that was going to drop. DeSmith thought about a 1-on-4, pulls it back. Muller gets a pick from Bosco. All the way around. Hot potatoes it. Kennedy Schoonveld going to take the drive and the drop.
Great to have a player like Schoonveld who you can count on to drive and slash and get those buckets.
Yeah, she crossed 1,000 points last season and only adding to her total so far this year. All the way in underneath for Palamone. Gets it to go. She's got 4. Purple Raiders back with some pressure. Schoonveld skip pass to DeSmiths, lining up the 3-ball and drains it.
Well deserved.
And a timeout from the Purple Raiders as this one started to get away from them. 45-21, 57.1 seconds to go, second quarter. We talk about the balance on this Hope team. 4 players of the starters have 5 points, and Muller with 8. What do you got to say about it?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, just really well coached team, right? Very well disciplined. You don't see people playing hero ball. They pass the ball when there's somebody else available. They're unselfish, and you know, as a coach, like Morehouse, you have to love to see that from your team. You know, they just and they make the shots too. You know, they're well trained. They've put in the work. It's great to see this team basketball.
Absolutely, like you said, no hero ball on any given night. You can see any one of these 10 players go off for 15, 20 points and really not be surprised. Every once in a while you get, you know, maybe your 8th or 9th pick is the one who does it, but most of the time, like, especially the 5 on the floor right now, it's just...
And they've played together for a while too, right? And I think that makes a big difference. They just know there's so much chemistry there.
Yeah, it's like, what, their 8th season together now? As Mount Union trying to find a way to get in the basket among the trees. And Olivia Voskuhl is just swatting people left and right.
Hey, for the Purple Raiders, Palamon's put in a lot of work. She had 13 in the last game on 5 for 7 shooting, 8 rebounds. She's putting in a hard performance today as well. Keep an eye out on her. She's been good.
You gotta say respect the hustle as that one gets inbounded to Koken. It's going to be Maynard with 4 on the shot clock. She's going to have to put it up, and Voskuhl again gets a block, but there's going to be a foul underneath. They're going to be DeSmit got her on the hip as she went up. 2 on the shot clock. Bailout foul right there for the Dutch.
Yep. Yeah, that's not the foul you want, but.
Both teams have 5 fouls now. Of course, that gets wiped out in 28.2 seconds. As Maynard can't get that one to fall. The 5'5" senior from Kenston High School.
Now we're about to hit halftime, and the Purple Raiders have only put up 22 points. So for Hope, I know we've talked about the offense, the hustle, the steals. Defensive rotations have also been great. On-the-ball defense has been great.
It seems like basically every team that plays Hope, they start out with a lot of energy, and then they start getting winded as that one's knocked away off the Purple Raiders. Majerus smartly let it go out of bounds. But they get winded toward the end of the first quarter, start of the second quarter, after that first, second, third wave comes in. And it's close in the beginning, and then all of a sudden it just isn't.
Yeah.
As there's 5 on the game clock. A lot of pressure from the Purple Raiders out by half court. Majerus swings it over to Voskuhl inside for Schoonveld. Does she have time? She gets it off.
Oh, look at that. How about that?
Beautiful passing. It was 4 seconds on the game clock, and
look at that.
It was a trap by half court.
Yes.
3 passes later, they're getting a layup with a second to go still.
Casey DeSmit double teamed at halftime. You said it, Eric. 4 seconds left. Composure's there. That's what you love to see.
Absolutely. Not quite on pace for 100. Only 47 in the first half, but we'll see what the second half brings us in about 15 minutes. Hope taking this one into the locker room, up 47-22 on Mount Union. We'll be back for third quarter action after this.
And in football, the Hope College Flying Dutchmen defeated Tribe 17-13. They finished 82 on the season and earned a share of the 22nd MIAA championship. And just a reminder, the women's
dig our heels in deep, we're treading through the mud while everyone's asleep. We're working sweat and blood, we're coming out in force, we're making history, raising up our flags, and yeah, we bear our teeth. 3, 2, 1 on the clock, break out the game with a rock in your wall, talking the talk, put the push on up, I'm here to break buckets and leave all you fools in the dust. I ain't got time to waste, you wanna fight with some game on your face, swinging the punch, it's to the front, lace up the boots with the kick and the grind. Flash, yeah, we're coming at you fast, are you feeling the hard flash? side. And yeah, guess what? It's our time right now. Break the door, taking everyone, everything. It's my trophy, my battle, my ring. And he hits it when it will just get hitting. Dig deep when we go for glory. And one hand straight, this is how your story is. Swords up and we fight like we never have. Break down the walls, we see burn on the enemy. Whiplash. Come on, whiplash. You ready? Whiplash. We're gonna hit you with the aftermath. We're gonna hit you with whiplash. Going whiplash. You ready? Whiplash. We're gonna hit you with the
When you're more than a manager, you're not just saying, wow, you came in, thanks for coming in, and this is what your investment did. It's so much more than that. There's so much more going on in their lives than just these investments, and it's good to understand that totality so that you can say, well, I know there's a better way of doing this, or I have a resource. I know, there's some other resources that we can help you with here. So it's not just financial planning. It's serving people. It's serving people and loving on people, and that's very joyful.
Over the last several years, the museum has acquired a substantial collection of artworks made by artists from the Yoruba ethnic group in Nigeria. And when Anne Heath mentioned to me that she was thinking about teaching a seminar on African art, I thought it would be a great opportunity to get her and her students involved in researching our collection and figuring out a way to exhibit it.
We work with the Kreising Art Museum to help the director curate shows, exhibitions that he has on his schedule, and do the primary source research for him. And that will then turn out to be the labels, the wall text, the catalogs for the works in the show.
This class offers an opportunity for experiential learning at the highest level. The discipline of art history is basically the study of artworks that allows us to build up an understanding of individual artists. Then from the understanding of individual artists, we build up an understanding of different schools and movements, and then from the understanding of those different schools and movements, we build up an understanding of entire historical periods.
I don't think I've ever done anything like this before. It was definitely eye-opening and super challenging. It's a lot harder because we're not finding books that give us the answers to our questions. We're now looking at people who have already analyzed the work. It's kind of like we're analyzing it ourselves, but also through the lens and perspective of the artists themselves and other artists at that time.
It's been difficult, but it's also been really rewarding. So when you do find something, it's finding finding the real gold amongst the fool's gold, and actually getting the thing you need. And it's so much more rewarding than being well, of course, I have this book. But yeah, I've had to take some different approaches, definitely researching deeper and learning don't give up. You're gonna have to try a lot harder.
They're an opportunity for students to really put their skills into action by doing research that's often primary source research. That means nobody has done it before. And so they have to learn that kind of detective skills on how do you go out and find information that isn't readily available. So they have to be creative in their thinking. They have to have a lot of initiative. They have to be nimble. And they certainly have to work together.
This is interesting because it's working as a team. So even though I'm writing my own paper on Duli Ladipo and Nigerian contemporary theater, I'm still checking in with my classmates, and sometimes we find stuff I found this JSTOR article, or I found this on ArtNet, swapping. So it's interesting being part of a research community.
Even if they don't go into the arts as a career, These kinds of experiences, project management, follow-through, collaboration, initiatives, self-teaching, these are all the kinds of experiences that are going to hold them in good stead, whether they pursue a career in the arts or if they take opportunities outside of the arts. These kinds of, the kind of work they do in our department is completely relevant and helpful in lots of different career paths and vocations.
This is definitely not a typical undergrad art history course. This is much closer to graduate school work or even to the kind of professional work that's done in museums and commercial art galleries. I've been a museum curator and director for more than 25 years now, and I've been involved over the course of my career in hiring dozens of people for jobs in museums, and the number one criteria is always whether they've done museum work before. And this course has given students that kind of background.
Lawrence and Vanderswart, we're interested in the history of our community. When 26-year-old jeweler Jacob Raven came to Holland in 1889, the northwest corner of 8th Street and River Avenue was already home to the thriving Holland City State Bank. Raven told bank personnel that he wanted to build a clock above the bank to keep the town on time, and it wouldn't cost them a cent. True to his word, Raven raised the funds with donations from merchants and local factories. High above the city streets, the tower was completed in 1892. Holland's clock tower still ticks high above 8th Street, watching over a town that still loves to run on time. Innovation and ambition today can pay dividends for decades. Lawrence and Vanderswart, interested in our history, invested in our future.
Monday, hit the road!
Honey, did you remember to bring the GPS?
Nope.
Oh. Well, you have an app on your phone to tell us how to get where we're going?
I do not.
Really? So you have an actual map, like the kind that are hard to fold? You just know where you're going?
No idea.
Don't be this guy when it comes to financial planning. LVZ Advisors. We'll help get you there.
Hey, we're a little lost. Do you know where the lake is? Yeah.
Snap your fingers and I'm on the scene.
horn has sounded on the halftime buzzer. We are just about ready for the start of the third quarter. Eric Van Swal alongside Matt Robelin here while the Hope College Flying Dutch are taking on the Mount Union Purple Raiders. Two schools with long names right there when you put it all together like that.
Indeed.
Up 47-22. Mount Union get the ball to start. What first half stats do you have for us?
That second quarter. The shooting percentage for Hope was really, really impressive. They shot 63.6%, 50% from three, 80% from the free throw line. So with Hope playing like that and steals like this one right here from DeSmit, they're almost impossible to stop.
Casey DeSmit clamping down once again on Ziegler, gets the steal. Picked that was Maynard inside 4. Majerus gets called for the hook. Interesting call there.
Yeah, you sounded a little confused there, Eric.
Well, you know, as a former postman myself, I never like to see when it's down in the post like that and the offensive player gets called for something like that, because it's back and forth as the three ball went up from glass, but she had her heels out of bounds.
And by postman, Eric does not mean that he delivered the mail for all of our listeners.
I would hope if they're watching a basketball game that they wouldn't assume that postman had to do with the mail.
But if you were delivering mail, you do a great job.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. I deliver your mail any day of the week.
Thank you very much.
As Schoonveld gets that one blocked, but it's saved by Voskuhl. And Muller trying to clean up in there, unable to do so. Schoonveld gets it back. And it's a free-for-all. Shot clock reset. Oh, wonderful up and under from Olivia Voskuhl.
Speaking of post play, Eric, that's Olivia Voskuhl at her best right there.
Absolutely. Hard to be 6'3" and go under on an up and under, but she pulled it off right there. That's how good of a fake it was. Cannon with it out top. Swings it across. Glass fires. The bench stood up, thought that three was going down. Voskuhl comes away with it, gives it up to DeSmit. A little between the legs action. Hesitation. Gets a screen. Majerus does from DeSmit. Crazy pass from Muller to Schoonveld. Head fake. Jumper. A little too strong.
Yeah, and for the Purple Raiders, Emma Cannon was the leading scorer in that first half. She had 7 points.
Voskuhl tried to, or got the block right there. Palamone tried to go up and under right back at her. She was not fooled. Doesn't help that she's got a 5-foot-inch shortage. Looked like DeSmit might have shuffled the feet there. Going back to Voskuhl inside against Palamone. And Palamone does just enough to stop and get the board.
Yeah, I mean, Palamone coming in around 5'10", you know, against a lot of other forwards that she's going to play this season, you know, that's a great size to play at. Against Voskuhl, a little different.
Yeah, it's tough when you show up to West Michigan if you're competing height-wise, that's for sure. Of course, Voskuhl, the senior from Holland Christian, as Muller takes it all the way end to end, sea to sea, shore to shore for the two.
Yep.
And we're going to get 9 new players coming into the game by my count. You can just barely see a few of them on the screen as the three ball from Maynard hits the back iron, and Hope is off and running again. Schoonveld trying to go coast to coast, doing what Muller did a moment ago, and she succeeds.
Yeah, and one of those things that the Purple Raiders has just killed them in this game is three-point percentage. The first half, they were 1 of 10. It's going to be virtually impossible to win a game when you shoot like that from the three-point line.
Not to mention the turnovers, as there's another one from Maynard. She gets up slowly, but all 10 players now are going to be coming off the court, as Katie Clark was a late addition sub for Mount Union. So
big change.
Wholesale all the way across.
The challenge continues.
The challenge does continue. Just because
we're getting there, though.
Just because it's the second half doesn't mean that we're taking it off.
That's right. it only gets more serious here.
That's right. We are locked in the tip-off tournament. Hope versus Mount Union.
Oh, nice.
Left-hand runner from Claire Bagley, the junior from Forest Hills Central. And she doubles her total as another turnover comes for Mount Union. And now we get a timeout. It's going to be a 30-second. So we're going to keep it here as Hope's up 55-22 with 6:31 to go in the third.
Yeah, you know, I'm interested to know what's going on in the Purple Raiders huddle. In a game like this, when you keep turning the ball over, right, you're in a very demoralized spot. You're down 32. 33, excuse me, and nothing's going your way. It can be hard to group together, to band together, and to get inspired to play hard basketball. So for the Purple Raiders, they'll be relying upon some of their leaders in the rest of this game, relying upon their head coach, Susie Bennett, in her 17th season, to keep playing strong and to play good basketball, generate good looks. And then they'll just need to make them, and they'll need to make good defensive plays. You know, it's an uphill battle, but they'll be doing all that they can in the remainder of this game.
Hope doing what they do to a lot of teams. 15 turnovers in the first half for the Purple Raiders as Morehouse misses that one, but McKinney comes down with it. 15 turnovers, 22 points, and they've had no points here in the second half as a foul happens and a couple more turnovers, so they are in danger of having more turnovers than points here shortly, as that is the second team foul against the Purple Raiders this quarter, as Maddie Miles is the one picking it up as Bagley, off the beautiful inbounds play, gets two more. Got several Hope players knocking on the door of double digits. Muller with 10. Schoonveld with 9, as there's another turnover on the travel, that time from Clark. Feenstra's got 8 points as well.
Hey, good support from the bench there for the Purple Raiders. Teammates cheering them on amongst all these turnovers. Just got to keep going. Figure it out.
Absolutely. That's all you can do.
Yeah.
Keep playing hard, and have a no-quit, can-do attitude. Feenstra looking for her double digits. Gets it to go with the triple try.
Feenstra, one of the hot hands tonight.
Now leading the team with 11. 5.5 to go, third quarter. Hope with a 38-point lead. Ziegler looking for some running room. Kicks it off. One bounce jump shot off the mark from Miller. And Hope rushing. Turning it over is Bagley. Tried to go behind the back and gets thrown right to McKinney from Rapart. And they do not play on the same team, as McKinney draws a foul right there. It's going to go against Miles.
That's one of those plays you could look at, and it could just serve as a microcosm of the whole game, right? Hope makes a mistake. Purple Raiders have a chance to go on the counterattack, and they turn it right over. You know, that's hard.
And they would have had numbers too. And
plays like that, you know, just they can tell the whole story of the game.
And no disrespect to Ella McKinney at the stripe, missing the first one, getting that one to go. And no disrespect to her, she didn't make a phenomenal defensive play to get that steal. It was a pass directly to her chest.
Well said.
Now she's playing good defense as McKinney almost gets the strip right there, but gets called for reaching into the cookie jar. I thought that might have been enough ball as that was right in front of us, but got to keep it clean out there.
Yep.
And another foul. Big time shove right there from Bagley. Looked like she got a little hip and a little forearm shiver.
Yeah, Bagley, a slippery, quick player at 5'11".
Yeah, I don't want to say she gets lost in the shuffle out there, but you don't really notice her height with how much height Hope has. Like, you wouldn't think she checks in at 5'11", as that three's up off the mark. Great rebound from Clark, and she blows the bunny.
Bummer.
She had a great look, and, you know, that's another one of those plays, like you just said, microcosm of the game.
Yep.
Great hustle, offensive rebound, wide open look as McKinney drops the 3 ball.
Yeah, McKinney with the stop and pop there, saw the space, took advantage.
It's a 17-point run to begin the second half.
And Mount Union still looking for their first point of the second half. I don't know how many turnovers they've had this third quarter, but they're dang near close to 22 for the game as Morehouse throws up an air ball.
I believe this is a 17-0 run.
I think that is the case.
Hope picking up where they left off.
Mount Union trying anything they can, bringing in several substitutes here. It was 47-22 at half, and now they have 64. So if my statistics professor taught me anything, that's 17.
We will have our fact checkers on that as soon as possible.
Absolutely. In the meantime, I'll let you know that Ellen McKinney's driving in, kicks it out for Feenstra, wide open. No good. Strong rebound from Smith. Look back inside for a cutting Feenstra. Decided to give it to Morehouse, who gets it back off the backboard. Bounce past Feenstra. Wide open McKinney. Yes!
McKinney, second one in a row. Nothing but net.
Heating up. She's up to 11 points now. Defending Gretchen Koken. And it's a 20-0 run and another turnover. Smith and Morehouse up ahead. Morehouse going with the left hand, make it 22. This has been a game of runs for Hope. They had a 13-point run at the end of the first, start of the second quarter. And this one is significant.
Oh, wow.
That's going to be a charge against Mount Union right there.
Yeah, I love to see Claire Bagley so excited after that play. You know, we talked about this early in the game. Hope just keeps playing hard, keeps pushing. It doesn't matter what the score is, Eric. They just keep going.
That was Koken picking up that foul as it's a full timeout. But now that the timeout has started, we're not going to kick it to commercial because we are too busy talking about the game and what's been going on here, you know. 69-22, 22-0 run to start the second half. So they have as many points in less than 7 minutes as Mount Union has the entire game so far. I'm doing a lot of mental math today, so I need to stop that.
Are you a Hope College graduate?
It has been mentioned once or twice today, I believe. So
that's the Hope difference, everybody. Of a liberal arts education.
That's right, well-rounded. I can talk about basketball and I can do basic mental math.
Yeah, definitely need 4 years of private undergrad for that. But 47-point game, Eric.
We'll see if Matt's back next week.
Hey, I love the school. Fantastic place to be, proud student. Where were we? Yeah, so 47-point lead. I talked earlier about this being, you know, an uphill battle feeling for Mount Union. At this point, it's like you're dangling off a cliff, right? I don't know.
Trying to hold on for the next 13 minutes and 6 seconds.
Yeah.
Good defense from Miles there. Knocked out of bounds, and we're going to get the presumptive third unit in.
All right. Great, yeah, this is a great opportunity for us to see some more of this Hope College roster.
That's freshman Olivia Bellows with the ball. And Bellows gets it back out top. Trying to cross up. Kicks it back out. Courtney Lee, another freshman. Inside for Raven Jemison, the sophomore. We saw her get some action last season, and she was dynamic as a player.
Yep, Raven coming in also at 6'3". Another one of those players with a lot of potential for the Dutch.
This is the future of Flying Dutch basketball right here. 4 freshmen and a sophomore on the roster as we see yet another turnover.
And our fans in the stands a little too into that phone there. Almost got hit by a basket.
Yeah, sometimes you got to keep that head up, especially if you're going to sit in that first or second row. That's what do we see? Another freshman with the rock here, Jada Garner. another Midland product. Out top for Lee, swinging it all the way across. It's in the corner for Garner. She pumps, kicks it to Jemison. 12 on the shot clock. And Jemison draws a foul against Allie Hudik, a freshman from Mount Union.
Yeah, Allie Hudik giving up about 9 inches there, so it's a hard defensive matchup for her.
Doing what she can right there.
I'll tell you right now.
Jemison going to the line as that is the 5th foul in the 3rd quarter against Mount Union.
Some playing time.
And she drains it.
72-20.
The leading scorer of this unit, 3 points for her. The only one who has put the biscuit in the basket. Back iron tipped around.
Offensive rebound grab by Kern.
And Kumps got the rebound. Swung all the way across to Gardner. Kicking it back out, 13 on the shot clock. Here's a pick from Jemison. Tried to get it on the roll, wasn't there. Gardner in the corner again. And Kumps, left hand. Jemison's wide open underneath. And it's going to be a travel on Hannah. The 5'11" sophomore, seeing her first action of the game today. And it's 72-22, $1:40 to go. The lid is still on the rim for the Purple Raiders. Fast break now. Jemison's going to slow it down and learns not to hold it. Courtney Lee with a high flying rainbow.
The freshman, 6'1", from Heritage Christian.
And there we go. Mount Union is off the schneid in the second half. As Maynard, the senior, gets them on the board. They were in danger of going zeros for the quarter. Sorry, I cut you off there.
Oh, you're good. Fun fact, I actually graduated from Heritage Christian in Indianapolis, Indiana. So a little bit of personal excitement for me seeing Courtney Lee with that three-pointer there.
Well, there you go. Jada Garner gets fouled, so she's going to go to the stripe as Hudik picks up her second foul. Couple subs coming in.
Yeah, Eric, I can't believe you were cutting me off on that last possession.
I'm so sorry.
Looking like the Hope College defense out here. You can't get a word in.
Yeah, Courtney Lee, Fishers, Indiana. Heritage Christian, the Donkey Riders.
Something like that. Maybe it was Eagles. I don't remember. You might be right.
Jada Garner, the 5'6" freshman, gets both free throws. Making the most of her opportunity on the floor. It is 77-24. Maynard doing all she can out there, doing it all by herself.
Nice.
Gets the hoop in the arm. So Maynard 4 points this quarter. The rest of Mount Union 0.
Yeah, Maynard, senior point guard, 5'5", Ohio. With some nice play here for the Purple Raiders.
Off the back there, there's going to be a quick whistle.
But we have a
lane violation. Looks like Courtney Lee stepped in a little early.
Those Heritage Christian grads.
That's what they do.
Yep, they stepped in early.
get into the lane after the miss. So Maynard will try again.
And so they waited, but Maynard is the beneficiary of that one going in. Lee tosses it in bounds. Luckily grabbed by Bellows. 50-point lead for the Dutch. Jada Garner picks up her dribble, swings it all the way over for Kumps, out of bounds. 20.6 to go. Ziegler's going to come back in for Maynard. I don't know if you can hear that, but Coach Morehouse is saying, what are you doing?
You see our camera team there with a great close-up of Mr. Morehouse.
The shot clock is turned off. Mount Union can hold for the last shot of the quarter, but they're not going to. As Hope's going to get one more chance with 4 seconds left. Bellows going to have to hoist from the anchor. Hoist the way she does, no good there. We're going to take it to the fourth quarter. Hope up a 50 spot, 77-27. We'll be back in a moment after these messages.
We've intentionally never had minimum account sizes. Our philosophy has always been, if you're willing to put in the work and we'll collaborate and we set the plan in place and you're willing to go along with this plan and to put forth effort to this plan, we're happy to work with you. It's what we love to do. And so we have people coming in from the very starting point all the way to, to the wealthy people. It's all different scenarios. Financial planning is not just for the wealthy.
Back for fourth quarter of the championship game in the tip-off tournament. Both teams undefeated on the season. That's right, undefeated. They're both 1-0.
Yes.
And this is the second game of the season.
Wow.
Eric Vansois alongside Matt Roblin. Hope up 77-27 on the Purple Raiders of Mount Union. I'd like to apologize to any of the good patrons of Heritage Christian High School. I do understand that their nickname is not the Donkey Riders.
It is the Eagles.
As beautiful offense there from Hope. Poetry in motion ends in Olivia Vasco laying it in. Hope in the third quarter, 30 points, Mount Union 5, and those were all in the last minute of that by Maynard.
All you missed was Olivia Vasco.
And still, as you said, the effort from this team, up 50 points. This is the starting unit.
I know, right?
Diving on the ground. There was 3 players on the floor.
I mean, not only the players, but obviously it starts with the coaching staff too, as we see.
I think I saw Morehouse dive over there as well.
I mean, end of that third period, right? Some coaches might have relaxed a little bit. Not Morehouse. He's getting this third unit right. He's making sure these starters are playing right. You see a nice deflection there from a fellow in the stands. But it starts from the top and all around. Just going hard. They're giving it all they have.
That's right. Hey, I mentioned at the midway through the third that it was going to be close between points and turnovers for Mount Union. They ended the third quarter with 27 points and 27 turnovers.
Wow. 27?
Yep. 27 apiece.
That is a lot.
So that's a stat that's going to be interesting to see as Hope gets a turnover right there. That is their 9th one of the game. And don't look now, Mr. Roblin, but Hope is on pace for 100 points.
We'll see. We'll see. That might be the big question of this fourth quarter.
I mean, they had 77 at the end of the third. You need 25 a quarter. That's all I'm saying.
25 times 4 is 100. Nicely done.
The Hope difference. And a travel right there, incurring a turnover.
Away for Hope right now.
Make that 28 turnovers to 27 points for Mount Union.
The second unit's going to come in for the Dutch.
Have to imagine that's the last time we're going to see the starting unit today.
And they get a well-deserved round of applause from the fans here at DeVos Fieldhouse. Strong game for all 5 starters.
Muller had 10 points. Schoonveld stuck with 9. Bosco 7. DeSmit and Majerus both had 5.
DeSmit had 5 steals and Schoonveld also had 4. So another one of those stats that I really love, steals.
And McKinney knocks down the 3 ball as Matt was blathering on about something.
Excuse me. Sorry, everyone. Nicely done, McKinney.
And a nice pass inside for a layup. No good. Daviana Nash. Bagley all the way across to Feenstra. 2 dribbles, gets right by Meach. Had the angle and just too strong, a little bit obtuse on that angle.
Now that might be outside of the boundaries of my Hope College education to know what obtuse means.
No, don't be obtuse as a person either. 20 seconds on the shot clock. Ball's coming in from underneath the basket. Hope's had a few decent inbounds plays today. Just going to reset with Morehouse. 15 on the shot clock. Bagley now running the Hoosiers offense. 8 passes before a shot. That's a joke. They only did 5, but that was about 8 passes. There's going to be a foul with 6 on the shot clock. Izzy Palamone getting her second foul.
Yeah, and Eric, you talked about how this Hope team can kind of suffocate other teams around, late first half and just demoralize them, take away their energy. We've seen that trend continue, and that will last as we shot here. In that third quarter, Mount Union only converted on 2 field goal attempts out of their 11 shots.
And I think to further that point, they had 11 shots in 10 minutes. That was it on the offensive side of the ball.
Absolutely.
The turnovers were a bit on the high side as a bucket did go down for Mount Union. Emma Cannon got a lay-in, pushes to 29 for them. Hope slowing down the offense. Feenstra tried to go right and back over the shoulder, went square into the face of Meach. Good defense from her.
Yeah, Feenstra, what a great game for her. I mean, she's taken 6 shots, all of them 3-pointers, hitting at a 50% conversion rate. She was good today.
Morehouse had to look for a layup, knocked away by Nash, another freshman into the game. She's going to pull it from the top of the key. No good there. Good hustle. Nash is going to come back up with it. The lefty looking for a screen. Now she's going to pass it off to Meach. Spins. Good help D from Smith. Tried to take a charge. No call. Top of the key. It's Cannon. I can't believe I haven't made a Cannon joke this entire game. That's disappointing. Bagley going coast to coast. Gets it to go.
Bagley, another player who is sneakily having herself quite a game.
Nash and Morehouse got tied up. It goes out of bounds off Morehouse. Mount Union going to retain possession as the third unit comes on for the Dutch, as well as Maddie Miles for Mount Union.
Yeah, tough game for Maddie Miles. Obviously, she's coming in off a game when she had 16 and led this team in scoring. Hope has shut her out. 0 points so far. That can be very frustrating for a scorer.
3 fouls and no points, and she just got run over right there, setting the screen. That is on Kearns.
And yeah, checking back in for Hope is number 32, Courtney Lee, from another very prestigious basketball program, Heritage Christian Eagles.
This is going to be a problem this season. I can already feel it. As Miles gets a steal from Lee, the Heritage Christian product, falling off balance.
Oh, look at the play right there. That's what I love to see right there from Courtney Lee.
Yeah, she makes up for the turnover with a nice board there. Garner speeding her way into the lane. Kearns finds Jemison. Inside for Lee, one dribble, triple team. Loses the handle on it. It bounces fortuitously to Garner. Swung all the way around. It's Bellows. She's one of 2 players who have played today who haven't scored for the Dutch. Only Bellows and Kearns are not in the scorebook. I don't believe either of them have attempted a shot.
That means that 13 Dutch players are in scoring on the scoreboard. That's great.
We really got to give ourselves a shout out for the math that we've been doing today. It has been next level incredible.
Yes.
As Nash comes down with the miss from Jemison there.
Oh, nice shot.
Stopping, popping, and hitting.
Yeah, that looked good from the get-go. Glass with a nice shot. Hand in her face. Release looked great.
Needed a few more of those today. As Mount Union applying pressure in the back court, and Gardner's going to give it up. Nash drops it off for Cannon, wildly off the backboard. Nash with a save, and Kearns knocks it out of bounds. Ava Scroggs going to come in for Cannon. Seeing her first action today.
I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, but Paul Brown's got his stuff.
And it's going to be inbound at 2 miles. Faking left, going right, all the way to the rack. And one.
All right, Maddie Miles said, I'm sick and tired of the disrespect coming from the announcer's booth.
I was going to say, she heard you saying some negative things about her ability to score this game. I had to prove you wrong.
Yes. Unfortunately, there's only less than 5 minutes left in the game, but
hey, she could go on a tear.
Yep.
Like, she's been likened to the Vinnie Johnson microwave. There's a 3-ball from Glass. No, nothing there. Nash
nice
getting
board.
after it on the rebound. Lee loses the handle on it. Goes right to Scroggs. Throwing it up. Miles throws it up. They all look like baby birds. Now it's on the ground. It's been a mess out here, and now
shot.
Draining it right there for Mount Union, Angela Vitantonio.
Yeah, nice. Good looking stroke there after the last 3-pointer they took as well. That's 2 nice shots. Obviously, we know it's too little too late, so I won't berate that point. But, yeah, Purple Raiders are still hustling, still playing hard, and you like to see that from a team that's losing big.
I do have to apologize as Jemison with the left hand hook gets it to go. I said that was a 3-pointer, and apparently it was only a 2-pointer from Vitantonio. Nash knifing through the orange defense, flipped it just a little strong. Gardner trying to go coast to coast, D'd up by Nash. Then he swings it over to Kearns. Will this be the possession she attempts a shot? How about Bellows? Bellows will try it. And banks it in
the bank
for 3.
is open. The bank is open. Lawrence and Vanderswart Financial Planning. This is our time to give you a shout out unrelated, but the bank is open.
Even on a Saturday, they'll take your call. Glass fires another 3, and now they're starting to fall for Mount Union.
Yeah, wow, look at this. Could we see a comeback?
It is a frenzy out there. Hope needs Hannah Kearns to get in the scorebook to have all 15 players, and we got 3 minutes to do it, but unaware of getting across the timeline were the Dutch. Bellows was trying to get it across, shaking her head as she was the one who got called for it, unfortunately for her. Just some of those things that it's good to get experience for.
Yes, and once again, as you see the wonderful shot here from our video team, thank you for all of us, the hundreds of you joining us, even if it's just about 200 plus, for being with us and spending your afternoon with us here at DeVos Fieldhouse. It's been a great afternoon to watch some basketball. It's been a lot of fun plays today. I hope you haven't been too turned off by Eric and I's commentary. Yeah, and we look forward to seeing you guys in what should be another great season. We're so glad we can be back and watch sports with fans in the stands. And oh, wow, look at us. Look at us on the broadcast. Hi. Hello, everybody.
No.
Eric Van Sol, Matt Roblin, yes?
Yeah, take that off as soon as you possibly can. That's a much better shot there, showing the Hope bench. 3 minutes to go in this one. Hope well in hand to their 47th straight victory. They have not lost since March the 2nd of 2019 when they lost to Wartburg in the second round of the NCAA tournament. Since then, 2 conference titles, a Sweet 16 victory, and no tournament last year, obviously.
Yeah, and speaking of math, that's about 2 years ago, so that's a long time, Eric.
That is a long time. We'll see if they make it all the way to March for a full 3 years, as Gardner's getting called for being handsy. Nash putting the moves on.
Yeah, what a privilege it is for this Hope College team to have their third unit get this many minutes this early in the season, right? That's, I guess, one of the benefits of being a good team, and that's kind of where the rich get richer. You get even more opportunities for these players to get in-game experience.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, they had 3 minutes of playtime in the third quarter as a unit, and have at least 3 minutes so far, plus the last 3 minutes that they're going to get here. So, I mean, you're looking at almost 10 minutes of playtime for, what is it? Do we got 4 freshmen and a sophomore out there? Like I said, it's going to be the future of Hope College basketball for the women's program right here. Check it out. As Mount Union's fired up a couple shots to no avail. That last one by Jenna Rapart. A freshman in her own right. Looking at the future of Mount Union basketball as well. By my count, they got 4 freshmen and a sophomore out there as well. So they're getting some action here. And Bellows tried to take it in amongst the trees. Good defense. Stealing it away is Vita Antonio, who takes it all the way. Pops out to Gardner. And she's moving it up the floor.
Yeah, and obviously this is, a tough game for Mount Union. But, hey, they won their first game against North Central 75-59. They're going to be runners-up in this tournament. Still a lot of season left. And
it wasn't for naught.
Yeah, they can be proud of the work they put in here.
Not to mention getting the opportunity of playing the #1 ranked team in Division III early on in the season. It's got to be something that's only going to help them going forward.
Absolutely.
A nice 16-point victory over North Central yesterday as Bellows tries another one.
There we go.
And bang.
Bellows.
I think I heard her bellowing on the way down the court. Nash now with the in and out move. Gets by the entire defense, kicks it out, swinging it around, got an open look, hits a 3. Oh. No good from Scroggs. Out of bounds off the Purple Raiders.
Yeah, we're seeing some nice work from Nash. Freshman from Akron, Ohio. Late in this game. Good to see the Purple Raiders also giving their young players quality minutes here.
A couple of the officials are having a... They're debating about whether or not it was a 2 or 3 on the last shot.
We should have interceded.
We should have. Where's the replay team?
We could have changed the game.
Where's the replay team when we need them?
Make our mark.
We could be the official replay booth.
Yes.
Of Hope College women's basketball.
Yes, I believe it's Hal in the studio working on our replay graphics, if I am correct.
Been doing
Nicely
a
done
terrific job.
Excellent. Love to see it. Channing Pearson, our old guy, might be in some trouble.
Yeah, he might be Wally Pipp in the Lou Gehrig story, taking one day off as Gardner finds her way to the basket for 2 more. They're at 94. I don't know if they're going to quite eclipse 100 with 40 seconds left. Sportsmanship generally dictates that they'll hold it out as Coletta Miller with the floater.
It would only be the 31st time in team history, so I think 30 is a little bit more of a clean number. 31, you can wait for that.
I don't know if we got updated on stats on it, but I don't know if they've ever actually done it back-to-back before. I'm sure that may have been the case, but...
Yeah, I'm not sure either.
Oh, nice backdoor to Gardner. She's wondering what happened there, why that's not a foul. And they're going to say it's out of bounds off her. Insult to injury. 15 seconds to go. 14 out of 15 Dutch players in the scorebook.
And with 30 seconds left, obviously we give a shout out to the hundreds of you watching at home. A special shout out to the 7 of you that thumbed up our YouTube video. We know where our real supporters are. Thanks.
We'll talk about the 2 of you that downvoted us. Although that was probably just me and Matt. But in any case, this one is over. The champions of the tip-off tournament are the Hope College Flying Dutch. They take this one over the Mount Union Purple Raiders 94-41. 47 in a row now. Any last thoughts here, Matt, as you see replays from the game?
Honestly, my first thought is it's just great to get basketball season back among us. Love to see this great game back in action at DeVos Fieldhouse with fans here. A lot of our beloved players here, right? Great game for the Dutch. They continue a lot of the momentum from their first game, right? A lot of great steals, a lot of great defensive plays. You can see on our replays here, generated from our video services team. Made a lot of shots. I think that's Courtney Lee right there with a nice three-pointer. But yeah, just great to be back and great to see Hope looking so good earlier in this season. Yeah, Eric, it's been a pleasure calling this game, and also excited here to see Tim Schoonville, Director of Athletics, hand out T-shirts for the Dutch team who just won the tournament.
Absolutely. It's always interesting when you win your own tournament, but that is what Hope has just done, and Athletic Director Schoonveld, the class act, is going to pass out some T-shirts and a trophy, but we're going to leave it to him and start signing off here. You can check out the T-shirts getting passed out if that continues to happen on the video feed after we're done talking. But Hope takes this one 94-41 over Mount Union. For Steve Secor, Freddie Velasquez, Matt Roblin, I'm Eric Van Swal. Thanks for tuning in and riding along, and I'm signing off.
All right.
And now the presentation of the 2021 Hope College Tip-Off Tournament Championship Trophy, your Hope College Flying Dutch. Ladies and gentlemen, we thank you for attending this afternoon's games. If you would, as you leave DeVos Fieldhouse, if you see any trash lying around, we ask that you please pick it up and deposit it in